I knew that going into the meet, it wasn't going to be incredibly fast for me just because I wasn't tapered fully. I was mostly excited moving forward after the meet. There were a lot of things that I wanted to work on, especially going into like Paris. So I think some of the swims were a little bit bumpier than the others. I had a really good 50 breast, which my 50 breast is one of the events where I'm not too consistent on, just not being a full 50 breast sprinter. The 200 was definitely a bit of a tougher event, just coming off the 50 and just going from one sprint event to just like a complete different like endurance event, which was a bit exciting. It's been a while since I had the opportunity to do like 2 events back to back, and the crowd was amazing. I really liked having, that outdoor. I haven't swum outdoors in a very, very long time. So yeah, I thought it was a really great experience. I've noticed a lot from like myself that after one competition to the next, I start to improve a little bit more from the others. So even for me, coming off of like Asian Games and then going straight into like the World Cup in Berlin, there was a bit of like that momentum from racing that kind of carried over that I've noticed as I kept competing throughout like my years of swimming. And so I'm hoping that this momentum will just keep carrying forward and like it will keep building, and then I'll keep improving throughout my races. It's honestly been the best experience, and I would highly recommend it for anyone, but also I really miss a lot of the experiences that I've been seeing on like social media from Michigan, just seeing my teammates, how happy they look, and the growth that they were able to accomplish this year. But I've also like really enjoyed having the opportunity to do this and kind of explore different parts. And I always thought there was like one straight path for me, just kind of go through the 4 years of college and then see what it takes, where life takes me after that. But then having a discussion with Sonia, who works for Singapore, and she gave me this option when I was kind of going through a rough patch my first 2 years at Michigan. I really thought that this was like the best of both worlds for me, because it kind of just aligned perfectly with like the Paris Olympics and then training and then qualifying. And so I just really think this is like the best option, and I am so excited that I am here now, and then I'll be going back in the fall for Michigan. The biggest thing for me is not being in school right now, and I know there are a lot of people who think like there's a healthy distraction when it comes to balancing swim and school, but for me, when I put all my focus into like one, I feel like I do a lot better. So like after NCs, we have that little bit of a 2-week break. I noticed that my academics is a lot better. I'm able to have a lot more time and manage myself a little bit better. But now that I have a complete year off of school, I'm able to just completely focus on swim, and that's honestly been a huge advantage for me. And I get to like travel a lot more and see a lot of different stuff, which is so fun, and I've always wanted to have this, so yeah. Because this is my first Olympics, I honestly had no idea, have no expectations. I honestly just want to go there and race my best. I definitely want to get a second swim if possible, but I know the competition is stacked. And being here at this meet, I am racing some of the people who are heading into the games. So I am hoping to have a little bit of like a practice with that, like the pressure and the many different races and types of races. So yeah.